ठाकुर दयार सागर एदासे करुणा करी ओ हे वैष्णव ठाकुर दयार सागर दिया पद छाया शोध है आमारे दिया पद छाया तुम्हारा चरण धरी ओ हे वैष्णव ठाकुर दयार सागर एदासे करुणा कोरी ओ हे वैष्णव दोनों आने चाहिए पीछे से करो छाया वेगा दोमी छाया दोषा शोधी छाया गुना देहो दासे दिखाओ छाया सतसंग देह है हमारे छाया सतसंग বসিছে সঙ্গীরা আসে বসিছে একাকী আমার নাহি পাইবা হরি নাম সংকীর্তনে একাকী আমার নাহি পাইবা ओ एकाकी आमार नहीं पाएबा हरि नाम संकीर्तने एकाकी आमार नहीं पाएबा हरि तुम्हें कृपा करी सदा बिंदु दिया तुम्हें कृपा करी तुम्हें कृपा करी श्रद्धा बिंदु दिया तुम्हें कृपा करी देहो कृष्ण नाम धने देहो कृष्ण नाम धने तुम्हें कृपा करी देहो कृष्ण नाम कृष्ण से तोमार कृष्ण दीते पारो तोमार शक्ति आछे कृष्ण से तोमार আমি তো कंगाल कृष्ण कृष्ण बोली আমি তো कंगाल আমি তো कंगाल कृष्ण कृष्ण बोली আমি তো धाई तव पाछे पाछे धाई तव पाछे ओ हे वैष्णव ठाकुर दयार सागर एदासे करुणा करी ओ हे वैष्णव ठाकुर दयार सागर ओ दिया पद छाया शोध है हमारे दिया पद छाया ओ दिया पद छाया शोध है हमारे दिया पद छाया तोमार चरण धरी तोमार चरण धरी दिया पद छाया शोध है ओ हे वैष्णव ठाकुर दयाल वैष्णव ठाकुर, वैष्णव ठाकुर दयाल वैष्णव ठाकुर। प्रभु हे प्रभु हे प्रभु हे प्रभु हे प्रभु हे प्रभु हे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा हरे ओ हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे निताई गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल। निताई गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल। निताई गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल। गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि। ओम अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। गुरवे गौरचन्द्राय राधिकाय सदालये कृष्णाय कृष्णभक्ताय तद्भक्ताय नमो नमः। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। अजानुलम्बितो भुजो कनकवदातो संकीर्तनैकपित्रो कमलायताक्षो विशंवरो द्विजवरो युगधर्मपालो वन्दे जगत्प्रियकरो करुणावतारो। मेघमदरम्बं वनभूमि श्यामतमारनक्तं विरूयं तदेव तद्ये राधे गृहे प्राप्तम्। इतं नन्दनिदेशितं प्रत्यध्वजकुञ्जं ध्रुवं राधा माधवयो जयन्ति यमुनाकुले रहकेलया। राधा माधवयो जयन्ति यमुनाकुले रहकेलया। भक्त्या विहीनाय अपराधलक्ष्यै क्षिप्तस्य कामादितरङ्गमध्ये कृपामयि तं शरणं प्रपन्न वृन्दे नुमस्ते चरणारविन्दम्। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा। एवरीबॉडी टुगेदर। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Welcome, all respected guests and devotees. In our sequence of Hari Katha, Śrī Chaitanya Charitamrita, which we began yesterday, we heard the Mangalacharan, the invocation verse written by Śrī Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswāmī, Chaitanya Charitamrita, where first of all he is paying obeisances to spiritual masters, the devotees, the Shaktis, plenary portion, and to Śrī Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself. So very first point is paying obeisances or remembering for any auspicious, for any devotional spiritual activity. The very first thing is to remember the lotus feet of one's spiritual master, and in fact spiritual masters, Diksha Guru and Shiksha Guru Dev, and to all the Vaishnavas. Therefore, according to that, this Tithi today is very auspicious Tithi, because the entire world is celebrating and hearing the glories of Śrī Ramanujacharya, one prominent Acharya amongst the four Vaishnava Acharyas, and also one of the very intimate associate of Srila Bhakti Siddhant Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada, the founder of Śrī Gaudiya, namely Nityalila Pravisht Om Vishnupad Astotashat Śrī Śrīmad Bhakti Hṛdaya Vana Gosvāmī Mahārāja. Very, very prominent Acharya. Today, I like to speak the glories of these two Acharyas, which are so inspiring and which give so much strength by hearing and chanting the glories of such Acharyas. Therefore, to begin with, first of all, I am speaking about Śrī Śrīmad Bhakti Hṛdaya Vana Gosvāmī Mahārāja. I have personally not seen him and never directly heard from him, but we all and many devotees around the world got this great opportunity and a rare opportunity to have darshan of Vaikuntha Priya, Vaikuntha Priya Darshanam. That is our Shiksha Gurudev, Śrī Śrīmad Bhakti Vigyan Srila Bharati Goswami Maharaj, who have served all the associates of Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada, and by intimately serving them, he received so much shiksha from them, and he knew the entire history. He knew the entire history of all the acharyas. So he gave an account of all these acharyas in his great book, great work, My Beloved Masters. So from there, what I read, I'm going to just Anukirtan. I'm just going to speak few words about his glorification. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Jive Daya Kari Swaparsha Swadham Sahavatari Atyant Durlava Prem Kori Varedan Shikhav Sharnagati Bhakater Pran. Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, out of compassion and to deliver the universes by giving a rare gift of Harinam Sankirtan, and with that Harinam Sankirtan, he wanted to give the prem, the wealth of prem, which is prominent in Shri Golok Vrindavan. Golokera Premadhan Harinam Sankirtan. Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu brought these fruits of prema, and Mahaprabhu is saying, Ekakal Mali, I am having so many fruits, I brought so many fruits, but how far I can go? and how many people I can distribute my fruits. So therefore, he engaged Shri Nityanand Prabhu and Namacharya Haridas Thakur and others, associates of Mahaprabhu, to go and length and breadth of the entire universe and distribute this prema. Don't consider if they are qualified or not qualified. No consideration. Shraddhajan jan hai bhakti adhikari. If they have little faith, give them with very little price. And even if they have no price, and even if they have nothing to pay, doesn't matter. Just give them free of cost. So, Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu brought his holy abode, which is also very compassionate. Like Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Shri Gaura Dham, Shri Navadip Mayapur Dham. And also he brought with him all the associates, which are also compassionate like Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Amongst all these associates, one is very prominent, Srila Bhakti Siddhant Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada. When Srila Prabhupada was chanting holy name, 100 billion holy name, and he's performing this yajna to deliver entire universe and to give them the prema which Mahaprabhu wanted to give. Shri Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada, he sat and was chanting. And then, after a while, Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and all his prominent associates, means Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, Shri Gaur Kishore Babaji Maharaj, they all appeared with Mahaprabhu and instructed Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada. Mahaprabhu said, I have not sent you here for this purpose. I sent you here for preaching, prachar. Out of humility and humble mood, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, his words are teaching us a lesson how one has to be. And Prabhupada, what he said, Mahaprabhu, how can I preach? I have no man, I have no money. And for preaching, we need man and money. Mahaprabhu said, I will supply you money and I will supply you my own man. Just go ahead and preach. So much money is waiting for you. So much men are waiting for you. Men are waiting for you. Go and preach. And then, when Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada started preaching, rented house in Kolkata, 1 number Ulta Danga Road. That was a house, rented house where Srila Prabhupada started his preaching, his mission. Then so many young boys who heard of Srila Prabhupada, who saw Srila Prabhupada, and who even heard the glories of Srila Prabhupada, they all started coming and got attracted to him. And taking shelter of the lotus feet of Srila Prabhupada. Amongst all these acharyas, very prominent acharya, Srila Bhakti Hṛdaya Vana Gosvāmī Mahārāja, who took birth in Bangladesh and was very intellectual, very intellectual, very handsome personality and very intellect person from very childhood, very fond of reading and writing from his school days and then in his college days. He was very fluent in so many languages, Bengali, Hindi, and his English was so fluent, very high class English. As Srila Bhakti Rakshak Sridhar Goswami Maharaj, Srila Bhakti Vedanta Swami Prabhupada, all these acharyas, so fluent in English. Sometimes they utter some words which we don't understand. So Srila Bhakti Hṛdaya Vana Gosvāmī Mahārāja, he was very intellect personality and was very expert in, even from his school days, in making diagrams. Very expert in that. When he heard of Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada, who at that time was residing in Kolkata. So the story goes that Srila Vana Gosvāmī Mahārāja's father was ill, and his son, means Srila Vana Gosvāmī Mahārāja, he was taking care of his father, and he was getting medicines from pharmacy. But when he heard of Srila Prabhupada, who was in Kolkata, and his residence was in Dhaka, Bangladesh, on the pretext of getting medicines for his father, he came to Kolkata, but his mood was to only have darshan of such great personality as Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada. That was his mood. Therefore, he purchased those medicines and he gave these medicines to someone, one person, with this address that go and drop these medicines to my home so that my father can get cure of this disease. Whereas he went to see Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada, and the personality Srila Prabhupada, his appearance was great appearance, so effulgent appearance. Srila Vana Gosvāmī Mahārāja, when he just saw the appearance of Srila Prabhupada, he got so much attracted, and he requested initiation from him. So much vairagya immediately by seeing him. So much vairagya. Srila Prabhupada wants to check him, and he told him, can you write an essay for me? Any topic, whatever you decide. And Srila Vana Gosvāmī Mahārāja, he wrote one essay. And the title of that essay was, what is the title? Atmiya Ke. What is that in English? Who is one's own? Who is one's own? That was the title. And he wrote an essay. Very ornamental language, very nicely, and so much deep vichar, thoughts, giving the concept of soul, Guru Tattva, all these great details. When Srila Prabhupada saw this, he understood that this boy is not an ordinary person. And definitely he has some very great samskars, and he has served some Vaishnavas, and he has learned from some Vaishnavas. It's not simple of any person to write about spiritual matters. Srila Prabhupada was so much impressed, and he decided to give him initiation. So in the year 1925, he received initiation from Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada. My Guru Maharaj, Srila Bhakti Pramod Puri Goswami Maharaj, he received initiation in year 1923 on Janmashtami Day. He joined Srila Prabhupada mission in 1923, whereas Srila Bhakti Hṛdaya Vana Gosvāmī Mahārāja, he received initiation in 1925, and he got the name Nanda Sunu Brahmachari. Srila Prabhupada, once he arranged a tour with some devotees visiting all the holy places at God Mandal, the places of pastimes of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in God Mandal. And Nanda Sunu Brahmachari, means Srila Bhakti Hṛdaya Vana Gosvāmī Mahārāja, was also in that tour, and he used to speak Hari Katha. And not only Hari Katha, he used to take care of all the devotees, serving all Vaishnavas, serving Srila Prabhupada. Seeing his service mood and his surrendered mood, and also seeing how fluent he is in speaking, because he was speaking hours and hours and hours non-stop. Srila Maharaj giving a comment there that from the very beginning till even his old age, he had never had any problem, any disease, because even though he's speaking hours and hours and hours, he never goes through any health issues. No cold, cough, nothing. So That was his personality. Seeing this, Srila Prabhupada became so impressed and thought he is proper recipient of person entering in renounced order. Imagine, in the same year, in September, Srila Prabhupada gave him sannyas. Same year. Whereas many other acharyas, they got sannyas after some years. But imagine what Prabhupada saw in him. His humility, his dedication, his intellect level, his speaking capacity, everything, all-rounder. That Srila Prabhupada, in the same year, he gave him sannyas, renounced order, and gave him name Bhakti Hṛdaya Vana Mahārāja. Now, Srila Prabhupada used to engage all his disciples, whatever qualifications they had. So, he saw that Srila Vana Gosvāmī Mahārāja is very expert in making these diagrams. And once upon a time, there was a solar eclipse, and this is a custom here in India, that at the time of solar eclipse, everyone goes to Kurukshetra to take bath in Brahm Sarovar. And this tradition is from Shri Krishna, from Dwapar Yuga, when Shri Krishna was in Dwarika, and there was a very heavy solar eclipse. And Krishna came all the way from Dwarika, and Brajvasis came all the way from Braj. And that was a meeting point at Kurukshetra. So on the pretext of taking bath in Brahm Sarovar, actually they wanted to see Krishna after long, long separation, and Krishna wanted to see them. So people in general were taking this as ordinary tradition and ritual. They didn't know the significance. Why? What happened at Kurukshetra? What is the importance of Kurukshetra, and what is the importance of taking bath in this Brahm Sarovar? Nobody knew this. Just like today, on Guru Purnima Day, yeah, which falls in July. Can you imagine? 5 million people, they perform Govardhan Parikrama. The news comes every year, record breaking. 5-6 million people in one day perform Govardhan Parikrama on Guru Purnima Day. Means on that day, it's very easy to perform Parikrama. You just go and stand there, and people will push you and take you. You don't have to walk. It's that easy. But if you stop any person and ask, why are you performing Parikrama today? What is the significance? Nobody knows. Nobody can tell. But they are taking this as a tradition, as a ritual. Whereas Srila Gurudev used to tell us, on that day, Shri Sanatana Gosvāmī Pad, he left this world. This disappearance day of Srila Sanatana Gosvāmī. And Srila Sanatana Gosvāmī Pad was renowned in whole Braj Mandal as Bade Baba, like a father figure. Like a father figure. And he used to have a relationship with everyone. Srila Sanatana Gosvāmī Pad used to visit houses for Madhukari, for Bhiksha. And he used to ask the householders, how are you doing? Your daughter got married? How is she? In-laws' house? Simple, ordinary dealings. Why? To establish some relationship with them. And in return, they used to give him Madhukari, but asking Bhiksha was not the purpose. Srila Sanatana Gosvāmī Pad was to inspire and encourage them in bhakti, but starting with very mellow dealing, with very soft dealing, ordinary dealing. Oh, how is your cow doing? How is your calf doing? Oh, I heard your cow had some problem. Is it fine now? How about your son and daughter? They're okay? They're doing good? And Lala, Lali, addressing them like this. Very soft and loving relationship. Oh, this is how Shri Sanatana Gosvāmī Pad was maintaining relationship with householders. Why? To encourage them. That was the intent, that was the mood behind this. Was that wrong? Anyway, so in this way, he was establishing this. And on this day, Guru Purnima day, when he left, he disappeared from this material world, then all Brajvasis, they shaved their head, and in the remembrance of Sanatana Goswami Pad, they did Govardhan Parikrama. Because that's a custom. When the father leaves the body, then the son has to shave his head. That's a custom here. So Brajvasis was taking Srila Sanatana Goswami Pad as their father figure. So they all shaved, all means all the male. They shaved and they performed Govardhan Parikrama. That's the reason, but nobody knows this. Similarly, in that year 1926, the solar eclipse, and everyone is at Kurukshetra to take bath, but nobody knows the reason. Srila Prabhupada wrote a letter to Srila Bhakti Hṛdaya Vana Gosvāmī Mahārāja. Go and tell people, preach them the significance of the Kurukshetra, the meeting place of Brajvasis and Krishna after long separation, the meeting of Radharani with Krishna. And also, you see the mood of Srila Prabhupada reflect in his writing. And Srila Prabhupada wrote in that letter, Radharani is coming very soon to Kurukshetra to meet with Krishna, and she needs a lot of help. She needs a lot of help. So you go there. Understand? The mood reflects there. As Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, I don't know where, but I heard this many times and years back. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he commented, if I'm given a chance, choice to leave, where to leave my body, I would choose Kurukshetra. Why Kurukshetra? He said, because there my Radharani, she needs a lot of help, because she is there in separation. And after separation, she is meeting Krishna, and she needs a lot of help there to bring back Krishna to Braj. Therefore, I want to be there to help. I'm the maid servant of Radharani, and I want to help my Radharani there. That was the mood. So see the writing of Srila Prabhupada, sending Srila Bhakti Hṛdaya Vana Gosvāmī Mahārāja. In that writing reflect his mood. Radharani is coming soon to see Krishna, and she needs a lot of help. So Srila Maharaj, Srila Bhakti Hṛdaya Vana Gosvāmī Mahārāja, he went to Kurukshetra, and he was so expert in making these diagrams. He made all these diagrams, that how Krishna came all the way from Kurukshetra, Dwarika to Kurukshetra. How in the next section, how Brajvasi is also coming there. How Krishna, he met Yashoda Maiya. How Krishna met Yashoda Maiya. The etiquette says, when you see your mother and father after long years on separation, after seeing your mother, father after long separation, one is supposed to touch the feet. But when Krishna saw Mother Yashoda, he ran and just embraced Mother Yashoda. The tears flowing from his eyes, the tears flowing from the eyes of Mother Yashoda, they drenched each other with the tears. And there was such embrace, very tight embrace, that it becomes like a sayujya. So close. That means the prem of when we say prem, means the vatsalya bhav, the affection. So this is the thing. In English, the word is love. If a son tells to mother, "Mother, I love you so much." What does this mean? Means I respect you, lovingly respect you so much. When a person says this word to his beloved, that means different. When a person speaks this word to a small young daughter or one small boy, what does this mean? Affection. Understand? Different categories. To one elderly person saying, love you, because this is in English, this is a Western tradition. Yeah, there is no other word. In Hindi, in India, we have many other words to say. But in English, like uncle and aunt applies to everyone. And you applies to everyone. In Hindi, we have different words. Aap, tum, tu. It applies to different person. And uncle means in Hindi we have chacha, taya, mama, pupa, so many specified. But English, uncle, aunt, that's all. Yeah. So when when the word love applies to mother, that means respect. When it applies to beloved, it's a different meaning. When it applies to young ones, that word love is not that love which one applies to beloved or respect. Understand? That's a different meaning. There the word love means affection love. That's affection love. We need to understand this. Broad-minded. So, how Krishna came and met Mother Yashoda. So one section of diagram was there. Then how all these sections explaining, exhibiting like an exhibition what happened in Kurukshetra. Roni Mother Roni, she wanted to see all the gopis. She wanted to speak about Krishna, where the queens also came with Krishna, and they wanted to measure Krishna on a scale, putting all the ornaments on one side and Krishna on the other side. And Radharani, she exhibited the glories of Krishna Nam on a tulsi, writing Krishna and put on one scale, and Krishna was sitting on another scale. The tulsi with Krishna became heavier than Krishna, and Krishna lifted up, and Krishna Nam and tulsi went down. That was there. How Radharani meeting with Krishna and expressing her prem, her love to Krishna. This what was, everything was in an exhibition. People watching this. Radharani expressed her love after long separation. And Srila Gurudev used to tell us, which Radharani is here? Radharani has three manifestations. Sanyogni Radha, Viyogni Radha, Vrishabhanu Nandani Radha. This is the glories of our Gurudev. He explains so detail of this Radha Tattva. Viyogni Radha, the Radharani who is in separation, and Uddhav Kari, Brajmandal and Nandagaon. When Radharani with Krishna, Vrishabhanu Nandani. But when Radharani came to Kurukshetra, Sanyogani Radha, the meeting happened with Krishna there, which the same scene was spoken by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu at the time of Lord Jagannath's Rath Yatra. Mahaprabhu uttering a verse, Ya Komara Hara. But only Swarup Damodar Goswami and Rupa Goswami understood the mood of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and Sri Rupa Goswami wrote this verse. As in Bhagavatam, we hear this word, a verse. Priya soham sahachari Kurukshetra militas, tathapim tam radha tab ubhyam sangam sukham, tatrapi antar kherla madur murali pancham jushe, mano me kalind pulan vipaya sfuranti. Oh, I am same Radha. When Radharani is addressing to Krishna, And Mahaprabhu is chanting this, reciting this verse in front of Lord Jagannath. Mahaprabhu being Krishna in the mood of Radharani and seeing Lord Jagannath as Krishna with that same mood. With that same mood, Radharani is now addressing to Krishna. I am same Radha, you are same Krishna. I still remember that love which we had. Kurukshetra militas. We are meeting now in Kurukshetra. Was such a pleasant environment, atmosphere. My mind is running back to that bank of Yamuna, where you used to play your flute on the 5th note. My mind is running there. Krishna, chalo. Radharani wants to take Krishna, sitting on the chariot of her heart. And the gopis and Radharani taking Krishna, making Krishna sitting on the chariot of their heart, riding on the chariot of their heart, taking Krishna. And that is Rath Yatra. Very, very intimate mood is there. Where Krishna said, let us have Ras Leela here. I am same Krishna, you are same Radha, gopis are here. Radharani said, no, not possible here. Mano me Kalindi Pulan Vipeya. My mind runs to Kalindi, the bank of Jamuna, because the foundation of Ras Leela is Shri Vrindavan Dham. And Vrindavan Dham is not here. Kurukshetra is here. And on sarcastic on Krishna, Radharani is speaking so many words. So many things. Tumhar ye anyarvesh. क्या तुम्हारी अन्यवेश गोपी गणे नहीं भाई. Oh, see your outfit here, so opulent. You're not wearing peacock feather here. You're not carrying flute here. This cannot happen here. Let us all go to Vrindavan. Many other further details are there. Many details are there. And we were going to hear this in Chaitanya Chaitamrit. But after some days, maybe some weeks, this point will come. How Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was relishing these moods. Absorbed in the mood of Radharani. Radha Bhav Duti Suvalitam Nomi Krishna Surupam. This is Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Krishna being absorbed in Radharani's mood and relishing this. So Srila Bhakti Hṛdaya Vana Gosvāmī Mahārāja, he came to Kurukshetra and he was making these diagrams. And he appointed some devotees to each and every section. And when people were coming and looking, what is this? The devotees were explaining this. What is happening here? What is happening here? So they all getting educated. And they're learning the Gaudiya philosophy. This is Gaudiya philosophy. Bringing Krishna from Kurukshetra to Vrindavan. So much in-depth Gaudiya philosophy is present here. And mission was accomplished. Very success preaching. Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada heard this and he was so delighted. And he blessed Srila Bhakti Hṛdaya Vana Gosvāmī Mahārāja for this seva. In this way. Srila Vana Gosvāmī Mahārāja was preaching everywhere. The entire country. And once upon a time, another very scholarly person, very famous in India, a poet, his name is Rabindranath Tagore. Very, very high intellect personality. Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Prabhupada one day had a conversation with him because he just came back from Western countries. And Srila Prabhupada had dialogue with him. And Srila Prabhupada manifested desire. I want the teachings of Lord Chaitanya not get restricted only in the boundaries of country India. I want this to go to Western world. So what is your experience? He asked Sri Rabindranath Tagore. What is your experience? Which country this message should go? I'm going to send my preachers. Which country shall I send? England or Germany? And he replied, I'm coming from Western world, but it's not a good impression. Many fake sadhus, have ruined the impression of Indian saints. So I don't think so. The mission can be accomplished. What your desire can be fulfilled. They are ruining everything. Then Srila Prabhupada, he started speaking. And he said, we are not Prakrit Sahajiyas. We are Sahajiyas. Sahajiyas means one who take everything easygoing. Srila Prabhupada said, we are following Sahajiyas, but we are not giving any fuel to the fire of Prakrit Sahajiyas. Imagine Ravindranath, who was from very childhood. I heard from Srila Maharaj when he was a boy learning in 4th or 5th standard, he was able to answer the questions in his school of university level. And even professors were amazed to see his mind, his brain. And he used to ask, any more difficult question you have? Bring here right away. Imagine this person. And he said, I never ever heard of this word in any dictionary. What is the meaning of Prakrit Sahajya? And Srila Prabhupada explained, Sahajya means one who has spontaneous love with Krishna, as all Brajvasis have love for Krishna. Sahajya. That means, in other words, Ragatmik Jan. As Rupa Goswami explained in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, Ishte Swarski Ragam Param Vishtita Bhaved. Tanmai ya Bhaved Bhakti Saragatmika Uchyate. One who has spontaneous love with Krishna means there is no any restriction of the mandatory rules and regulation of scriptures. When there is no obstacle of any scriptures and a person develops, means the associates, they have a spontaneous love for Krishna. They're called Sahajiyas, like Nanda Baba, Yashoda Maya, Radharani, Lalita, Vishakha. All these are having spontaneous love, not because Shastra says you have to love Krishna. Not because of that. Spontaneous love. These are Sahajiyas. But there is a cult, there are people who take this and advantage of this, and they try to pretend they have spontaneous love with Krishna, and they are cheaters. They smoke, they drink wine, they do all bad activities, but they claim what? They claim, oh, we have love, spontaneous love with Krishna. It's called Prakrit Sahajiyas. When Srila Prabhupada explained his commentary on this word, which is also detailed, we will hear in the further days, Ravindranath was so impressed. He said, yes, if a personality like you will go to Western world, then everyone will hear you. And Srila Prabhupada smiled, saying, yes, person like me will go. I will send a person like me, don't worry. So tell me, which country? He said, don't send anyone in England. Excuse me. Don't send anyone in England. People are not so much religious, and they always have some contradiction. They will not accept. But Germany, people are more following Vedic system. They are inclined, means they want to hear, not following, they want to hear, they're more inclined to hear this. So this is my suggestion. And he thanked Srila Prabhupada for hearing all these beautiful commentaries. Then Srila Prabhupada called upon Bhakti Hṛdaya Vana Gosvāmī Mahārāja, and he told him that I'm hearing some news. We should not go to England for preaching. I want to send you for preaching, but you should go to Germany. And he folded hands and he said, Guru Maharaj, there's a more fun to go in those province which is more difficult to preach. If it is challenging, if it is more difficult, then I would prefer to go there first, to England. And if I will accomplish preaching successful there, then automatically other countries will start following this. That means Srila Prabhupada understood he is fearless preacher and is ready to accept all challenges. So he decided to send Srila Bhakti Hṛdaya Vana Gosvāmī Mahārāja and Srila Bhakti Hṛdaya Vana Gosvāmī Mahārāja to England and Germany for preaching. But everyone was happy to hear Srila Vana Gosvāmī Mahārāja going there, but they all objected for Srila Bhakti Hṛdaya Vana Gosvāmī Mahārāja. And why this objection? Everyone, disciples, told Srila Prabhupada, Srila Madhav Goswami Maharaj is a very handsome personality, tall figure, very effulgent. So, and Western world not familiar with etiquettes. The women in Western world, they don't respect sadhus. They don't even know what is the meaning of sadhus. So we are little worried for this, for him to go. And Srila Prabhupada said, okay. And then he decided to send Srila Bhakti Pradeep Tirth Maharaj along with Srila Bhakti Hṛdaya Vana Gosvāmī Mahārāja, the very first preachers, the carrier of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu mission to Western world prior to Srila Bhakti Vedanta Swami Maharaj, who went in 1965, 60s. Yeah. But the mission of Srila Prabhupada, the seed was already planted by his preachers, by his philosophy. And credit goes to Srila Bhakti Hṛdaya Vana Gosvāmī Mahārāja and Bhakti Pradeep Tirth Goswami Maharaj. He went to England. He preached in Oxford University, meeting all very high-class officials and hearing his philosophy with evidences and his fluency in speaking. Everyone was so impressed that he was invited in the royal palace. What's the name? Buckingham Palace. He was invited there. He was given so much respect there, so much honor, certificate, so much. And he spoke to all the ministers and the royal residents there. He got so much famous there. His articles was publishing there. And then he went to Germany. He toured some European countries like Prague, Berlin, Munich, Netherlands, Germany. So many countries are written there. He also toured to America, East Coast, New York, Boston, Philly, means Philadelphia, Philly. All these cities, he preached there. And he targeted all the young section of the society, young ones. He has this mood, if I preach to young ones, they are fresh and they will hear and can very easily accept the mission of Mahaprabhu, and further preaching can be spreaded. So he used to go to universities and preaching there in universities. And everyone is amazed, surprised to see his level of speaking and so much fluency. So he came back and he was so much honored by Srila Prabhupada and all his associates. The mission is accomplished, so much success. One point I forgot to say prior to this, when Srila Prabhupada decided him to go to Western world for preaching, he wanted him to be, presentable, not an ordinary wearing clothes and just go, because he has to meet and speak to high officials. Should be very presentable. Yeah, that's a preaching. How you are presentable. As in the life history of Srila Bhakti Vedanta Swami Prabhupada, also. When he was in Delhi, in old Delhi, there is still a house where Srila Prabhupada in old Delhi, Chippiwada, he used to write articles for his magazine Back to Godhead. And when the magazines, that's a long story, but all printers were refusing him because he has no money to pay. But when he got these magazines printed, he wanted to give this to high officials in government department. But his clothes are not in a good shape. So he wrote a letter to his godbrother, Bhakti Hṛdaya Gosvāmī Mahārāja, who was also preaching in London. That he wrote a letter where he so humbly requesting him, Maharaj, I already printed the book, magazines. I have to visit high government officials. But can you supply me 3 sets of good clothes? Because I'm carrying the mission, the message of Mahaprabhu. I have to be very presentable. Otherwise, they will not give importance and respect to the philosophy. He wrote his letter. When Srila Goswami Maharaj, he read this letter, he was in tears. And he immediately replied a telegram to his devotees, his disciples. Immediately arranged very nice clothes for my godbrother, Srila Bhakti Hṛdaya Swami Maharaj. In this way, presentable. So Srila Prabhupada also, in this earlier, the 30s, when he wanted to send Srila Vana Gosvāmī Mahārāja, he asked his personal assistant at that time, Shri Kunj Bihari Prabhu, who later became Shri Bhakti Vilas Tirth Goswami Maharaj, to go in the city and buy the best and expensive shoe for him. I want to see him in a very presentable form to go and preach. So, Shri Kunj Bihari Vidyabhushan Prabhu, he bought shoe in those days, 32 rupees shoe, which is a big denomination in those days. 32 rupees, very expensive shoe. If we compare that time or this time, many dollars. And when he brought this shoe, Srila Prabhupada told Shri Kunj Bihari Prabhu, go and give to Van Maharaj and tell him to wear this shoe and come to see me. I want to see him. So Shri Kunj Bihari Prabhu, he brought this shoe and gave to Van Maharaj and explained to him what Srila Prabhupada said. Now, a sannyasi is not supposed to wear expensive shoe. A sannyasi is not supposed to wear expensive shoe. Long boot doesn't suits to his personality. Like Shri Sanatana Goswami Pad was carrying a blanket, very expensive blanket given by his father-in-law on his shoulder. And Mahaprabhu keep on staring on the shoulder of Sanatana Goswami Pad. And Sanatana Goswami Pad was wondering why Mahaprabhu is looking at my blanket. And he understood. Just by hint, he understood. And he went to the bank of Ganges and he wanted to exchange this new blanket with a torn blanket from a beggar who was lying there. He requested that beggar, can you please exchange your torn blanket with my blanket? And the beggar said, are you joking with me? Why are you making fun of me? I never saw any person who want to exchange expensive blanket and getting torn one in return. Shri Sanatana Goswami said, I'm serious, please give me. And when he took this torn blanket, old blanket, he came in front of Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Mahaprabhu became so pleased. So pleased. That's why Mahaprabhu Bhaktagane Vairagya Pradhan Ja dekhle tushta hoy Shri Gaur Bhagwan. One thing very common and prominent in the associates of Mahaprabhu is Vairagya Pradhan, Vairagya, renunciation. But what Vairagya? Which Vairagya? Markat Vairagya? Falgu Vairagya? No. Yukta Vairagya. And what is Yukta Vairagya? Nirbandha Krishna Sambandhe Yuktam Vairagyam Chauchate. Nirbandha Krishna Sambandhe. Anything is susceptible for the service of Shri Krishna. As it was questioned to Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, why are you riding on airplanes if you are a sadhu? Why you are in big cars and expensive cars and a big palace-like temples? And what he replied? All these facilities are meant for sadhus, for the preaching, for the service of Krishna. And you all are cheaters and rascals, taking advantage of from all these material facilities for your sense gratification. It is meant for us, for sadhus. Understand? Very bold, fearless preaching. Very bold, directly on the face. You see? So, try to understand. Many people, many devotees get confused and they try to relate everything with the pastimes of Mahaprabhu or the pastimes of Acharyas. That's why we need a broad vision, broad-minded, not narrow-minded. One cannot learn if there is no broad-mindedness. If there is no maturity level, don't be immature. Bhakti needs maturity. Maturity comes by association. Sadhu Sangha, Sarva Shastra Kai. Yeah. So someone can think, oh, Mahaprabhu indicating Sanatana Goswami on his shoulder is wearing expensive blanket. And when he got exchanged with a torn blanket, Mahaprabhu was pleased. So I will wear torn clothes. Because to please Mahaprabhu, and I go out for preaching with torn clothes, who's going to hear you? Don't be fanatic. Mahaprabhu said, I don't want to see king, Pratap Rudra. A sannyasi is not supposed to see the king. Right? Chaitanya Charitamrita. But the dear associate of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada, he invited King Sir George Anderson of Britain to Mayapur Dham, spending so much money, told his disciples to wear nice suits, shoes, and spended so much money. Why? Srila Prabhupada wanted to see this king, means this governor, who is also like a king. Whereas Mahaprabhu don't want to see the king. And Srila Prabhupada is also sannyasi. Why he wanted to see the king? That means he's not following Mahaprabhu. We have to understand why Srila Prabhupada wanted to see him and went out of the way, engaged everyone. So much money was spent to invite him to Mayapur Dham. Nirbandha Krishna Sambandhe. Because he wants to preach and wants to know the whole world that in India there is a place called Shri Mayapur Dham, the birth of Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And how this can be accomplished? Only by inviting the Governor General of Britain to Mayapur Dham. Because if he comes there, the news will go to Britain. And from Britain, BBC News will go entire world. And entire world will come to know, yes, there is a place called Mayapur. And what is Mayapur? The birthplace of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Understand? Why Prabhupada asked everyone to change your clothes? Nice suits. We have pictures in this book, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada book. Pictures. Param Gurudev, all other acharyas, they are wearing nice suits, turban, shoes. Yeah. Some mood is there. Seva mood, not enjoying mood. Understand? So, similarly, like Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he was not climbing on Chatak Parvat in Jagannath Puri. What is Chatak Parvat? The hill of sand dunes. Mahaprabhu said, no, this is Govardhan. One should not supposed to step on Govardhan. Mahaprabhu never used to step. But Srila Prabhupada Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, he has his bhajan kuti right on the top of this Chatak Parvat, where Mahaprabhu is not stepping, fearing or explaining or teaching, this is Govardhan. But Mahaprabhu is seeing with his bhav netra, the eyes of bhav, this sand, the hill of sand dune is Govardhan. So Mahaprabhu is not stepping over. But Srila Prabhupada was there doing his bhajan, chanting so much there. Understand? Maturity level. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, once upon a time, he heard that Sri Brahmanand Bharati, god brother of his Guru Maharaj, came to Nilachal, means Jagannath Puri. Understand? Mahaprabhu heard this news from devotees. Brahmanand Bharati has arrived to Jagannath Puri, who is god brother of his Guru Maharaj, Sri Ishwar Puripad. And when Mahaprabhu heard this, he became restless. I must go and see him and give my regards and respect to him. Mahaprabhu ran there. But when he came in front of Brahmanand Bharati, what he was wearing? A deer skin. Brahmanand Bharati was sannyasi. He's supposed to wear sannyas clothes. But he was wearing deer skin. Mahaprabhu is seeing Brahmanand Bharati. Just even by seeing him, he's saying, where is he? I'm not seeing him. Where is he? Where is Brahmanand Bharati? I'm not seeing him. And Shri Brahmanand Bharati understood what Mahaprabhu meant to say there. And he went inside and exchanged and put on his sannyas cloth, and he came out. And Shri Mahaprabhu said, oh, Brahmanand Bharati. Now I'm seeing him. And he paid flat obeisances. Mahaprabhu paying obeisances to Shri Brahmanand Bharati. Yeah. And in this case, Srila Prabhupada wanted Srila Vana Gosvāmī Mahārāja to wear this expensive shoe. Understand? As Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. George Harrison, the Beatle group, he had long hairs, beard, everything. He asked once to Srila Swami Maharaj, I want to also shave like all of your other disciples. Srila Prabhupada said, no. I want you to be in the same shape. Your hairs are preaching. No. Broad vision, high vision. Even hairs are, even appearance is there for preaching. The whole world knows you and recognize you with this personality. I don't want you to change this. And so much preaching was accomplished through him. In the same way, when Srila Prabhupada ordered Srila Vana Gosvāmī Mahārāja, Srila Bhakti Hṛdaya Vana Gosvāmī Mahārāja, he thought for a while. Sannyasi is not supposed to wear expensive long shoes. This is one vichar. Another vichar is, one should not go to see one's Guru Maharaj by putting on shoes. Can you go to see Gurudev or Radha Madhav with shoe on, with your shoes? No, it's an etiquette. Everyone knows this. But Srila Vana Gosvāmī Mahārāja, he wear those shoes and he came to see Srila Prabhupada. And by seeing this, Srila Prabhupada said, you have renounced the renounce. He commented, seeing him, smiled and said, you have renounced the renounce. Understand? Very deep. You have even renounced your renounce order for the pleasure of Guru and Krishna. It's not ordinary dealing. I don't know how many devotees are able to understand this or not. I'm not sure. Try to understand. Sannyasi not supposed to wear expensive shoe. Sannyasi or anyone not supposed to wear shoes to come and see Gurudev. But he came because Prabhupada ordered him to do this. Agya Guru Haya Avicharniya. Srila Vana Gosvāmī Mahārāja, he wear those shoes. He came there right in front of Srila Prabhupada. And Prabhupada smiled and commented, you have renounced the renounce. For the sake of my pleasure and obey my order, you have even renounced your renounce order. That's the glories of Śrīmad Bhakti Hṛdaya Vana Gosvāmī Mahārāja. So many other glories. Time is running very fast. I don't know why we have 1 hour class. We can have 1 hour 30 minutes. Let's see. Because we have not even touched life history of Śrī Ramanujacārya, which is also very detailed and very, very inspiring and very touching to the heart. Maybe we can hear tomorrow as per the order, I would not say request, but the order of the devotees worldwide, because we are here to serve the devotees of Shri Radha Madhav Gaudiya Math here. We are here to serve all Vaishnav and Vaishnavis worldwide. Whatever you say, we will follow that. If you want, we can continue Shri Chaitanya Charitamrita tomorrow. And if you want to hear Shri Ramanujacārya life history, we can also hear this tomorrow, because today we already running short of time. So, Saparsha Śrīla Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada ki, Shri Nityalila Prishna Om Vishnupad Stotra Shri Śrīmad Bhakti Hṛdaya Vana Gosvāmī Mahārāja ki, Tadiye Tithi ki, Gomangal Harinam Sankirtan ki, Shri Radha Madhav ki, Shri Radha Madhav Gaudiya Math ki, Gomangal Harinam Sankirtan ki, Nitai Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bo. Just 5 more minutes. If everyone can stay online, we are going to do a very quick arati of Śrīla Bhakti Hṛdaya Vana Gosvāmī Mahārāja. You can also participate in that arati online. You can also see that arati. But if you want to go, we don't mind. But we are ready to do our arati. And thank you so much for giving us this opportunity to serve all of you. Hare Krishna.